Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fire Emblem 12, Heroes of Light and Shadow, New Mystery of the Emblem. So, I have already done FE11 Ironman on the channel, and I have done, or I am doing, an FE3 Ironman that I'm streaming. And I already have my stream slots taken up by two other things, and I kind of want to go ahead and get the Arcanea trilogy out of the way. So why don't we Iron Man FE12? Let's go ahead and get out of here. I'm sure an Iron Man can work for like a Let's Play setting. It's preferred that it's streamed, but I don't think it'll be a big issue. Now, I played Hard 4 for FE11, and this game only goes up to Hard 3, so I can handle Hard 3 most likely. So we have to build our Chris first, and this is kind of important, since Chris kind of acts as like a Lord character. So we need to make sure Chris is built well. I really like female Chris's design, so we're gonna go with it. As for class, we kind of want something that can attack at 2 range, so that we don't have to worry about facing counters, since, you know, we want to keep Chris alive. So I think Mage is gonna be a good idea. And because I really like the Mage's outfit. Like, look how cute this design is. As far as design goes, I have something already in mind, so I don't have to sit here and like thumb through everything. I was thinking, what if we go with something like this? Like, I think this looks kind of cute. Why don't we go with something like that? Now we have to pick out our stat layout. And I could look up what these stats do, or I could just pick the ones that I think that I like. So we're going to go with a merchant. And she is quite beautiful, so I think we're going to go with a beauty. And you know what? She will be quite enlightened by the end of the game, because she will be one of the only units left alive. So the first map is a Chris solo, but I think our Chris can handle it because of the way we decided to build her. So she can just attack at range or whatever. We're going to go ahead and set all of our options. We'll even turn the map brightness up just a little bit to make it a little easier to see. And see, this is why I wanted to pick a Chris that can attack at 2 range. That way we can chip this guy without having to eat an ugly counter from him. Now, this looks dicey, because that's a lot of damage, but we're a mage, so I don't have to care. I can just teehee, eat fireball, idiot. See? Perfect. And now let's up as the boss. See, this map's completely free. We do take a little bit of damage from him, so we do want to heal up first. I do think it's kind of, like, almost fitting that Jagan gets to be the one that tests you, considering he's the guy who kind of, like, helps carry you through FE11's early game, especially on the higher difficulties. I think we need just a little bit more vulnerary to survive that. Yeah, we'll take a second of a vulnerary. Now, all we have to do is hope Jagan misses 288s, and we'll be golden. Come on, come on, come on. Trust, 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 trust! Well, that didn't last very long. I haven't restarted Ironmans on my other runs, so I guess it'd be a little awkward to start that tradition now. You know what? Let's play a game that I'm actually really good at. I have a better idea. Let's play a different game. I know I'm good at. Here we go. Now this is a game I know that I'm good at. Okay, here we go. We're gonna play an expert board. I think. Okay. I think it's right click. Yeah, okay, so this one has to be a mine. So that means that's safe, which means that's safe. We know that's a mine, so we know that's safe. This is only touching 2 tiles, so that has to be 1. That's safe. That has to be that one. So those 2 are safe. Those 2 have to be safe. That has to be safe. That has to be safe. That's good. That's good. That's good. This one's only touching 2 tiles, so it has to be that one, which means that's safe. That's touching 1 tile. This is only touching 2 tiles, so it has to be those, which means that's safe. Touching 2, so that's safe. It's only touching 3 tiles, so it has to be those, which means that's safe. Let's see. That's another corner. It's touching 2, so that's safe. That's touching 2, so that's safe. That's touching 1. That one goes there and there. That one goes there. Okay, so we have to do a little bit of thinking on this now. Oh, that one's already touching 1 mine, so that's safe. This is only touching 2 tiles. That's safe. This can only touch 2 tiles. 1, 2. This one's already touching its tile. So one of these has to be dangerous to touch the 1. And it has to be one of these 2 because it has to make this 2 happy as well. So that means this is safe. One of these 3 has to be a mine. And one of these 2 has to be to satisfy the 2. So that means this is safe. One of these 3. One of those 2. This is difficult. So one of these 2 has to be a mine. And there has to be 2 mines here. Okay, so only this one has to be a mine. Because one of these is a mine, but both of them cannot be. So to satisfy this 2, this has to be 1. Which means that's safe, which means that's a mine. Those 2 are touching, those 2 are touching. Okay, we're cooking. Okay, so 3 tiles, 1, 2, 3. Those are all dangerous, which means that's touching 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's a mine. So that means one of these 3 has to be a mine. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. One of these 2 has to be a mine. So it has to be one of these 2. This can only be touching 1 more. So I guess it could be like this and then that. We'll come back to that in a sec. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. One of these 3 has to be 1. One of these 2 has to be 1. So if it's this one, it could be that one. This could satisfy both. Let's go down here for a sec. Maybe down here we can solve something. Or one of these maybe. Because 2 of these have to be a mine. So at least 2 of these are a mine. That part doesn't help me very much. At least one of these has to be a mine. At least one of these has to be a mine. We could just try clicking over in the void somewhere. That's always a valid strat. You know what? As someone who likes using the Devil Axe in Ironmans, I think this is a perfect instance of just clicking out in the void. This is our Devil Axe of the run. Boom. Well, that didn't help us. Boom. There we go. See, Devil Axe paid off. It's just like using the Devil Axe. So we know that's a mine, so that's safe. That's only touching 2. That's touching 1. That's touching 1. That's touching 2 tiles. That's a corner, so that's safe. That's a corner, so those are safe. It's touching 2, so that's safe. It's only touching 2, so that's safe. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Those are dangerous, which means that's safe. 1, 2, 3. That has to be dangerous. This is only touching 2 tiles, 1 and 2. That's a corner. That has to be touching, so that's there. That's good. There's another corner, so that's good. That's good. That's good. Has to be those 2. This is touching, so that's good. Okay, so we figured out this bottom section pretty well. Those two are touching. There's two that could be. One of these has to be 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So one of these two has to be a mine. And since both of these touch the 1, all three of these next to this 1 have to be safe. Which makes this 1, 2, that's safe. It's only touching 1, so it has to be that one, which makes that safe. Corner 1, that's safe, or that's a mine. Which means 1, 2, 3, those are all safe. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, those are mines, which means that's safe. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of these has to be a mine. And if it was one of these, it would satisfy the 1. One of these has to be a mine. Ooh, that looks a little dicey. Oh, that's safe. I don't think that helps me very much, but that's safe. 2 of these has to be a mine. But both of them cannot be. Because that would mean if it was like 1, 2, 3, then those 3 would be touching. So this one has to be a mine. Because 1, 2, and then one of these to make the 2 have 2 next to it. So that means those are safe, which means that's a mine, which means those are safe, which means those are safe. Those are safe. Those are safe. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's a mine. So that's safe. 1, 2, 3. That's safe. 1, 2, 3. Those are mines. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's a mine. So that's safe. That's safe. That's safe. That's safe. There's a corner on the 1. So that's 1, 2. Corner 1. That. 1, 2, 3. So that means that's safe. That's safe. That's safe. Corner 1. So that's bad. That's bad. 2, 3. Cornered 1. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So that's safe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this left side's looking real good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the ones it can touch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 1. That has to be 1, so that means that's safe. It can only touch 2, which means that's also good. There's a corner on the 1, so that's bad, or that's okay. This is only touching 2 tiles, so 1, 2, 1, 2. That's good. 1, 2, 3. That's safe. This can only touch 2 tiles, which means it has to be that. That has a flag next to it. That already has 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 on those. That's good. That's already touching 2, so that means that has to be 1. 1, 2. Okay, that's solved. That has to be 1. Those are all good. This can only touch 2 tiles, which means that's good. Only touch 2, so that means that's good. 1, 2, 3. That's there. 1, 2. That's touching 2. That's a corner on the 1, so that's good. Corner on the 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2, so that's good. This can touch 5 total tiles. We're getting there. We're getting pretty close. There's a corner on the 1, which means those are good. That's touching 2. Touching 2 tiles. Touching 2 tiles, so that's good. There's a corner. That's touching 1. That's touching 1. That's touching 1. That's good. That's good. This can only touch 2 tiles, so that's dangerous. Okay, so we're getting a little stumped here again. One of these two has to be a mine, but it cannot be both of them. So this has to be a mine to satisfy the two. Because if it was 1, 2 for this one, that would create 5. So one of these is safe. This one's a mine. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's depressing. Oh, I didn't think about the tile right above it. That's upsetting. We'll try an intermediate board real quick. Let's see. We'll do that. Let's see how fast I can play this. We're going to any percent this. I can only imagine the people who are like really good at Minesweeper watching me contemplate that decision and going, no, 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 don't click that one, don't. All right, that's not one of them. 1, 2, 3. You can only touch 3. Do that. Assuming like a large amount of my audience knows how to like play Minesweeper well. I know I didn't know how to play Minesweeper for the longest time. This is a fun game. I don't see enough people talk about this game. This game is fun. Okay, so that's touching there. 2. It's touching 1, so it has to be one of these. So this one has to be the mine. So there we go. So that's a mine, that's a mine. That's touching 2. That's touching 1. 1, 2, 3. Click, click, click. It's touching 2, which means that's good. Might be getting a little greedy, maybe trying to play like a little too quickly, but what's life without a little bit of risk? Oh, here we go. That's good. That's good. That's a corner now. That's only touching 3 tiles. That's only touching 2. Look at that! We did it! So while we couldn't beat FE12, I couldn't even beat the first chapter of FE12, we did manage to finish an intermediate Minesweeper Ironman. So I think that's a good place to end it off for the night. And thank you everyone for watching. And I won't be seeing you in the next one. I'm not going to be playing FE12 on the channel anytime soon. So sorry, FE12 fans. I'm not making it happen. See you next year.